Hello, everyone. So I just found out uh, the about the series of events that happened with Mos X. Um, so for context, in my phone case, everywhere I go, I carry around with me my Monho card, and he just so happens to be the first member to leave Mos X. So to be honest, nothing good ever lasts. So I knew that like the end would come, but definitely not today, and I was really shocked um, hearing the news. Um, I am really especially upset by this news because Mos X is my bias group. Like they're just my favorite group. Um, but in this video, I'm going to talk about Mos X and just like this year as a whole. Like we've seen a lot of departures. Woojin from Stray Kids, and Bi from Icon, who are just like major parts of their group. Um, So I was looking at videos, and they were talking about the culture around idols, and how they always have to be perfect all the time. And but at the end of the day, they're humans, and everyone knew. Like I'm a really like dedicated mom baby, so I knew like one has passed and everything. But everyone's a human. Like everyone makes mistakes, and as soon one wrote in his letter, as soon as um, he debuted, he stopped doing drugs and driving illegally and clubbing and all the things that we knew he was doing. So he completely changed his life around and like was working hard for his family and everything. So I know that this was his decision because, but from a business point of view, it doesn't make any sense to get rid of an idol for over $27,000. That's my opinion. I'm I don't know if I'm right, but that's what I think happened. Um, So I think this came down to like Wano not wanting to bring down the reputation of Mos X. Um, I'm literally so upset to be talking about this right now. So I wanted to read some comments that I found on a video titled Mos X Wonho Leaves Mos X by DKDK Um, Kermie says 2019 has been such a roller coaster year of extreme highs and extreme lows. Um, I'm just gonna cry thinking of Woojin and what Stray Kids must be going through. Um, when four members of groups you stand apart in the span of 2 weeks. Let's see what else. It's so sad to see them all go. 2019 was the worst year of K-pop. I'm scared it's only gonna get worse. Returning of G Dragon said, "I feel so bad for Wano. While is from um, the boys, you don't know, and Woojin. October this year is so crazy and depressing. As a fan of these groups, I feel depressed that they are no longer a part of a group. I hope that they come back. Also, I hope BI comes back to Icon. I feel sad for Sully. I wish all these artists the best." So there's a ton of groups that have all these different circumstances in their departure. Uh, okay, so I guess I'll go one by one. So Stray Kids, um, Woojin left. He's the vocalist of Stray Kids, if you don't know, for personal reasons. So fans had to find something to argue about for everything. So the big argument there is if we pay money and support Stray Kids, then we have the right to know why he left. We don't have the right to know anything, in my opinion. Um, I mean, it would be like the selfish part of me says it'd be nice to know what happened, but you know, that's just a luxury we don't have. Bi and Wonho, I put them in the same boat. That's the same like category I'm talking about. Which is more a societal thing that I'm angry about. That you can't be human and have mistakes because when they became idols, they changed. Like we know, Bi and Wano changed for the better. There's just this culture that you have to like like save face. So they they had to be perfect all the time. It's really frustrating. Um, and then Sully is a whole different ball wax. I'm very, very upset to see multiple suicides.
David said 27,000.
Sorry, the video is playing. From the same company, SM Entertainment. But that is more on the bullying side. Um, oh, but honestly, you could connect that back to Wano because right at the height of Wano's success, people were attacking him on social media that um, possibly some people say because they're jealous of where he ended up. But the whole caveat there is that Wonho did make a mistake. So with that, I will say he should have paid the money, apologize, and make reparations. But Korea, like you're just canceled. Like, but a lot of people are wondering why didn't they just pay the money? But um, people people would just have canceled Monster X, Wano, all of Mom Babies, and Edward Avila was talking on DK TV and saying that all of the anti-do haters would just come after the Mom Babies. Like, why do you still support this? So it's so there is a lot of reasons and motivation for him leaving. Not because the selfish part of me doesn't want him to leave. Um, um, Han Bin Hwal, Hoojin, and now Wonho. I'm so torn apart. That's what Chelsea Prim Prim Maldella said. Let's ruin someone's career because he smoked weed 6 years ago. Um, and the other thing about Han So-hee um, and Jung Da, I'm forgetting her last name, all his friends that he used to live with, friends, friends don't do this, um, that he used to live with. The thing is, they were calling him out on things that they did too. So it's really, really hypocritical. They're like, he smoked, he drove without license, but you guys all did the same thing. So it's just so bad that he went out like this. Like, it's really frustrating. I, I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. Um, but yeah, just like getting back to the year as a whole, like all we want to do is support them, not like find little things that they did, pick at them, and just like cancel them forever. Like as a mom baby, like I knew I knew Wanha was in juvie. Like that's just a fact. But I just wish that this situation could have been fixed somehow. Jessica Army Blank said, if this happened to BTS, Blackpink, Card, TXT, or any other group, I would leave K-pop for good. Crying emoji. I'm just reading more comments. But yeah, Mos X is an extremely um, respectful group that their personalities and character really um, really made me gravitate toward them. I'm not gonna like down on other K-pop groups, but I've seen a lot of like big egos with a lot of these idols. But everyone in Mos X was very like down to earth, respectable. That's why I gravitated toward them. Um, but I just think they had. Ugh, I'm talking about them in past tense because it's going to be a completely different group after this, and it's just a shame that this happened right as they were coming back. Like I just listened to the album that just came out. Back to Woojin first. Rina M says I'm heartbroken when I first heard Woojin left Stray Kids. I can't imagine how much more heartbroken Stray Kids must be feeling to have to go on without one of their members in the future. Wish we knew why he left, though. It doesn't have to be in detail, but I just want to know some type of reason. I love Monster X and I'm sorry for what's happening to them. I don't understand why people love to seek attention and destroy their lives. But yeah, so with the Woojin thing was a mystery. But with Wano, a lot of people are wondering why they didn't just pay the money and move forward. Again, I'll just say that's a like honor thing. Um, like once because of the culture, it's the cancel culture. Like once you're canceled, you just really I can't believe I'm talking about this right now, honestly. Um, so I keep flipping back from group to group. But Stray Kids, I'm I'm a really big Stray Kids fan. I like um, I'm 19 for info, FYI. A lot of them are like my age, so I really like great. I really gravitate to groups that are my age. I feel like I relate to them more. Um, so yeah, I really like their music. They have a really distinct sound and everything. So I was really upset to hear Woojin was leaving because he's so talented. But it's just a really hard lifestyle to be an idol, and I don't know. Just because I don't know what happened, I'm just gonna assume like it's emotional, mental stress is a reason. It has to be part of the reason why Woojin left. I'm just guessing, but it's just a really unrelenting career. Um, but I wish companies could give their idols respect because they're worth more than like this $27,000 or just I just don't see enough support. Um, and then the leader of Stray Kids, Chan, said that he would like never leave in this live stream that he did. And people were trying to figure out why. And then this whole thing came out. Um, so yeah, it's like a 1-2 punch, honestly. Um, I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep like doing research on this whole Wano thing because I'm really emotionally invested. Um, but actually, I this sounds crazy, but I am glad like it was his decision, I guess, because if he were thrown out of the group, that'd be a whole different thing. That because we knew about his past. Starship knew he was in juvie like when they put him in to the entertainment company. But yeah, so I did sign the petition to bring him back. I know it's not going to do anything. Like realistically, I know that, but I still signed it anyway because I don't know. I just want things to be back where they were. Um, but yeah, this has been a really bad year for K-pop. I'll try to be positive, I guess. So I hope in the future see more support um, for the idols from the companies, especially with mental health. So we won't have just more idols committing suicide. No, I'm very worried about Wonho. Like thinking about that because of the society, and Korea has really high suicide numbers. Um, so that's a very strong concern of mine. Um, but just fixing the image that idols have in the eyes of mainly Koreans because there's this idea that they're not allowed to make a mistake or have a past and things like that. And like I have to be honest, it annoys me in America how like forgiving we are at times, but then I realize that's actually a really good thing. Um, and I feel like there should be a balance between America's point of view and Korea's point of view on like the actions that people make. Um, but for me, if you do something wrong, you need to acknowledge it, apologize, like do retribution for that, and then change. You can't just say, "Oh, I did something like or deny it. You can't deny that you did something. Do nothing, and just keep doing it. Like that's the exact opposite of what you should do. Um, with Wano's case, he completely changed his life around. So I don't even know why this is happening. Like someone in the comments said, he smoked like 6 years ago. Like that's crazy. Um, so yeah, this is a very these are very loaded cases. There's a lot going on that I don't know. But I guess if we could find a common ground between an American's point of view, like, oh, you can do anything, and just be like crazy, disrespectful, and rude, and then Korea's point of view where you have to be perfect all the time, like that'd be a good place to be. So I just hope for next year with K-pop, we stop with this like canceling, this driving people to kill themselves, and just expecting idols to be perfect all the time. Um, that's all I have to say. I don't know. I hope things get better, but I know Stray Kids, the boys, Icon, all these Monsta X, especially never be the same. Again, Monsta X is and still will be my favorite K-pop group of all time. Um, but I don't know. I knew this would happen, but not so soon. Because I would always look at Monsta X and like they have really good like attendance, if you will. They always have all their members. Like it's very rare. Like I've seen one performance without I Kihan was injured like once, but they've had impeccable like attendance, no drama, and I just like knew it wasn't gonna last. But anyway, I still hope wish Mos X and Stray Kids and Icon and all these other groups that lost members success in the future. Um, I'm gonna find out more information about what happened. Um, but yeah, if you want to talk about this, like leave a comment. Um, but yeah, I just wish Mos X the best and all the Mom Babies, um, and Stray Kids and all the other groups that lost people. Um, and hopefully this canceling culture can start to change a bit. Um, so thank you so much for watching. Life's out to get you.